Hey guys, so I want to talk about mental health in menopause and how I really accidentally discovered that my menopause journey has began. I know that I'm currently in perimenopause, and I want to document my journey because um, this is not talked about. And I know everyone's experience is going to be different. However, what if my story can help someone else? So that's where my heart is. And so the first cue for me was mental health. And so about a year ago, I, so I'm a really good sleeper. But at about a year ago, I started having like these sleep disruptions, and that were accompanied with like heart palpitations, just like severe anxiety. And also, what came with that was just these racing thoughts that, like, my husband, like, all of a sudden, like, my husband was, um, like, talking to someone, um, like another girl or whatever, and because we are self-employed, we have our own business, and so he has, a lot of interactions with lots of different people every day, and this has never been a concern, like, ever before. Like, that's something that's never crossed my mind. um, I know that anyone can be tempted by anything. However, this has just not ever been a concern for me. And so that was very alarming to me to immediately think and go to those thoughts, because it hadn't ever been a concern before. So for me, I immediately thought it was real, and that um, the reason I was stirred up in the middle of the night with all of just really like feeling like this was actually happening and going on, um, is because I am a person of faith. And so, from past experiences, I've been a Christian for 26 years, and um, typically, I mean, you can call it your conscience or just that woman's intuition, but for me, it was the Holy Spirit. So the way the Holy Spirit always kind of worked in my life is kind of just a quickening. There's like something that's just not right, and that's what I felt. And I immediately thought that the Lord was waking me up and trying to tell me something. And of course, I confront my husband and talk to him about this, and he's like, "What is going on? Like, why are you thinking this way? What's happening?" And it just became very alarming to him. And of course, he was like, "There's like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing, there's I don't know what's going on, but nothing's happening." So, and I thought, I'm going to start documenting on my calendar. So I always documented my 28-day cycle on a specific calendar, but then I started adding to that, like, times where I thought that I was really tracking, like, any suspicious thoughts I had of him. And and I noticed that every time I was feeling suspicious or stirred up or anxiety, it was typically around where my hormones were fluctuating. So I started noticing a pattern. And again, this is about a year ago, and I had not really put any puzzle pieces together. For me, I still thought something was going on, and I prayed and I asked God to show me what's really happening. Like, if something's going on with my husband, like, I trust God that He's going to tell me what's going on, because He always has. Like, He's been so faithful to me that He always reveals what is happening, and He didn't. Like, nothing was revealed, and so, but I'm still tracking. And one day I came across a podcast that was very random, and it was about menopause. And the podcast, it was with Dr. Mary Claire Haver. She's a menopause specialist, actually in Texas, and I started listening to a couple of her podcasts while she was a guest on. And that's when I started maybe considering that menopause has begun. So I'm going to stop right there, and I will continue on another video.